Hi students, our class is about chemical properties of metals. Before starting the discussions about chemical properties of metals, you should be very familiar with the reactivity series. What is a reactivity series? This is a series in which metals are arranged in descending order of their reactivities. In a reactivity series, the most reactive element is placed at the top and the least reactive element at the bottom. Actually, the series was created experimentally by studying the reactions between metals, oxygen, water, acids and displacement reactions. So this series it is very helpful for us to predict the reactivity of metal towards oxygen, water, acids and displacement reactions also. Not the point hydrogen, it is a non-metal but it is included in the reactivity series because hydrogen helps to compare the reactivity of metal. For an example, the metals above the hydrogen, it can displace hydrogen from acids. The metals placed below the hydrogen, it cannot displace hydrogen from the acids like hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. All these points we will discuss in detail later. Now we are going to start the class of chemical properties of metals with the reference of this reactivity series. First, we will discuss how is the reaction of metal with oxygen or how the metal is burning in air. Metal react with oxygen to form metal oxides. This is the basic formula of the all metals, how it is reacting with oxygen. So, some chemical equations we can write here. Cu plus O2 gives CuO. Okay, always try to write the basic equation first and then you can balance it. The same way Mg plus O2 gives MgO. Otherwise Al plus O2 gives Al2O3. Okay, the chemical formula for the oxides you should by heart it. Aluminium oxide it is Al2O3. While balancing you will get 4Al plus 3O2 gives 2Al2O3. Okay, so these are some examples for how metals react with oxygen to form metal oxides. You can see the reactivity series here. Silver and gold, these are the elements at the bottom of the reactivity series. That means these are very less reactive. So these metals, it is not reacting with oxygen. It is not reacting with oxygen. That means silver and gold, it is not reacting with oxygen to form these kind of oxides. All other metals, it is reacting with oxygen, but the intensity of the reaction or the rate of the reaction, it is different for different metals. Now we can discuss about the rate of the reaction, how it is different for different metals. Sodium and potassium, these are the most reactive. So of course it is vigorously reactive with oxygen. Okay, this will catch fire when it is reacting with oxygen. That's why sodium and potassium it is kept immersed in kerosene to avoid the catching of fire. Then the next metals, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc. Okay, these are also highly reactive but not vigorously reactive like catching fire and all. But anyway, these also burning in air to form thin oxides. Thin oxides. Now we can check the reactivity of iron and copper. Okay, lead and mercury, that is not that much important to learn. Iron and copper, this is not burning in air. Okay, this is not burning in air, but it is reacting with oxygen to form thick oxides. So iron oxides and copper oxides are thick oxides. So this is the difference in between the metals, how it react with oxygen. Now we can discuss some characteristics or properties of metal oxides. Metal oxides are generally basic in nature. That means metal oxide shows the characteristics of the bases. So it will react with acids, right? Metal oxides, okay, always it react with acids, okay. This is base. So base plus acid, that means salt plus water. Okay, so this is the general reaction of metal oxides with acids. But here also some exceptions are there. Some metal oxides, it shows the characteristics of both acids and base. That oxides are aluminium oxides, zinc oxides. Okay, this shows properties of both acid and base. That's why aluminium and zinc oxides are known as amphoteric oxides. Amphoteric oxides means the metal oxide which shows both acidic and basic nature. I will write one chemical equation here to show how amphoteric oxides are reacting with both acid and base. I am taking the example of aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide is Al2O3. Okay. So we are considering it as a base. So it can react with acid, hydrochloric acid, to form the salt AlCl3 and water. This is the basic equation. Now we can balance it. 6HCl, 3H2O. Okay. And again Al2O3, it shows the properties of acid also. If it is an acid, then it can react with base NaOH. Then it will form a salt. It is very important. Its name NaAlO2. It is known as sodium aluminate. This compound name, that is very important. Sodium aluminate plus water. Now I will balance 2 NaAlO2, 2 NaOH. Okay, so these reactions are very important. Amphoteric oxide like aluminium oxide, it react with both acid and base to form different salt. Other important property of metal oxides are, metal oxides, they are insoluble in water. Most of the metal oxides are insoluble in water, but again some exceptions are there. The oxides of sodium and potassium, they are soluble in water. The chemical equations we can write like Na2O plus H2O gives NaOH. The same way, potassium oxide plus water, that gives potassium hydroxide. Okay, so the metal oxides which are soluble in water, it forms alkalis like sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. And calcium oxide, magnesium oxide, they are partially soluble in water. Not highly soluble in water like sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, but it is partially soluble in water. All other metal oxides are insoluble. Okay. So the reaction of metal with oxygen and the properties of metal oxides we already learned. And now we will discuss the reaction of metal with water. The metals react with water to form metal oxides and hydrogen. The metal oxides which are soluble in water, they are potassium, sodium, calcium and magnesium. They form metal hydroxides. The reaction of metal with water, it is exothermic reaction. That means it produces lot of heat energy in the reaction time. And all the metals, they do not react with water. So here you can see the reactivity series. First we are going to consider which are the metals not reacting with water. They are lead, copper, mercury, silver and gold. These are the metals not reacting with water. Okay. The other metals from potassium to iron all are reacting with water, but the rate of the reaction, it is different for different metals. Now we are going to discuss about that point. So sodium and potassium, they are highly reactive metals. So these two metals reacts violently with cold water. Reacts violently with cold water. They can react even with the cold water. And this reaction, it is highly exothermic also. We can write the chemical equations here. 2K plus 2H2O. Potassium with water. What it is forming? Potassium hydroxide. Okay. Potassium hydroxides and hydrogen. The same way sodium also react with water to form sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Next we can consider calcium. Calcium also, it is reacting with cold water, but the reaction, it is very slow comparing to sodium and potassium. The reaction, this is also exothermic reaction, but it is not highly violent like the reaction of sodium and potassium with water. So calcium, it reacts slowly with cold water, and this is less violent reaction also. And the reaction we can write here, Ca plus 2H2O gives CaOH twice plus hydrogen. Okay. Now we can consider the magnesium metal. Magnesium, it is not reacting with cold water. It is reacting with hot water to form magnesium hydroxide. The reaction is like Mg plus 2H2O gives Mg OH twice plus hydrogen. Okay. Now we can consider aluminium, zinc and iron. Aluminium, zinc and iron, they are neither reacting with cold water nor the hot water. They are only reacting with steam. Okay. And the other important point is they are reacting with steam to form oxides of the metals, not the hydroxides. They are just forming the oxides. The reaction of aluminium and iron with steam, I will write here. Aluminium 2Al plus 3H2O gives Al2O3. Okay, not the point, not the hydroxide. This forms the oxides. Al2O3 plus hydrogen. Iron, that is also react with steam. Okay. Steam, here water is in the gaseous state. What? Steam to form Fe3O4 plus 4H2. So aluminium and iron, it forms the oxides of the metals. Aluminium oxide Al2O3, iron oxide, here it is Fe3O4. So this is the kind of reaction of the metals with water. Now we will discuss how the metal react with acids. Metal react with acids to form salt and hydrogen. This is the generic formula for the reaction of metal with acids. But all the metals it can displace hydrogen from acids, that we are going to discuss now. This is the reactivity series. Hydrogen is present here. Okay, some metals are above hydrogen and some metals are below hydrogen. The metals present above the hydrogen, it can displace hydrogen from acids. But the metals which is present below the hydrogen, it cannot displace hydrogen from acids. Okay, so here copper, mercury, silver and gold. These are the metals below hydrogen. So it cannot displace hydrogen from acids. Okay, so this formula, it is not applicable for copper, mercury, silver and gold. Consider other metals. These metals, okay, from potassium to lead, this can displace hydrogen from acids like hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. Here again one exception it is coming. Some metals it cannot displace hydrogen from nitric acid. Okay, only the magnesium. Okay, magnesium in the reactivity series, it can displace hydrogen from nitric acid. Okay, nitric acid, some metals it cannot displace hydrogen. The reason is nitric acid HNO3 is an oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent means it will oxidize the elements. So when the metal try to displace hydrogen, this hydrogen will be oxidized as H2O, that means water. So when the metal react with nitric acid, instead of hydrogen, what is it is producing there? Water it is producing there. And one more metal it can displace hydrogen from the nitric acid, that is manganese. It is not in the reactivity series, but the metal manganese that can also displace hydrogen from nitric acid. So the metals magnesium and manganese. Okay, magnesium is Mg, manganese is Mn, can displace hydrogen from nitric acid. So this is the kind of reaction of metal with acids. These all exceptions are very important. Try to learn it very well. Here we will discuss how the metals react with solution of other salt. This type of reactions we can call it as displacement reaction. In a displacement reaction, metal A reacts with salt solution of B to form salt solution of A and metal B. It means metal A can displace metal B from its salt solution. But all the metals, it cannot displace other metals from its salt solution. It depends on the reactivity of the metals. Here we can see the reactivity series, and here the higher reactive metals, it can displace lower reactive metals from its salt solution. But the lower reactive metals, it can never displace the higher reactive metals from its solution. I will write one example here. Iron plus copper sulfate solution. Okay, compare the reactivity between iron and copper. Iron and copper. Iron is more reactive than copper. Okay, so iron can displace copper from its salt solution and it forms iron sulfate and copper. Iron, it is displacing copper from its salt solution. But if I write copper plus iron sulfate, what will happen? Copper and iron, copper it is lower reactive metal than iron. So it cannot displace iron from its salt solution. So here no reaction. Okay. One more example I will write. Magnesium plus iron sulfate. Compare the reactivity between magnesium and iron. Magnesium is more reactive than iron. So magnesium will displace iron from its salt solution and it will form magnesium sulfate plus iron. The same way if I write iron plus magnesium sulfate. Iron is least reactive than magnesium. So it cannot displace magnesium from its salt solution. So here no reaction. This is the way how the metal is displacing other metals from its salt solution. The chemical properties of metals, it is done. I hope you understood the reactions of metals with oxygen, water, acids and the displacement reaction also. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and share and don't forget to subscribe the channel to get notification for new videos.